Okay guys, comandamos, welcome back to another video. This one's a little different. This one, we had a company reach out to us, Linkswell Technology, and they sent over a T-style radio for my Ford Raptor. I'll be unboxing it, so let's see how it comes. I already cut the tape on here just so I wouldn't be struggling for the video. Okay, right off the bat, it's not that ugly looking styrofoam on there. It's actually this nice packaging here. Okay, and it looks like the instructions are online, so they're trying to save the environment, save paper, and this right here is the warranty card, so I might hold on to this, and then the link for the instructions are online, so I'll leave the link for the description for the type of radio I got. The radio actually came very quick. It came in less than 2 days, and they said they're going to ship it out, and usually companies take a little longer to ship things out. So okay, let's see what we got in the box. In the box we have, well, let's start with this one first because we all want to see this already, the actual thing. Kind of like it has a little function on here, maybe from shipping, but at least it's on this side. It's not on the, yeah, it's not on the side of the screen. So this is pretty much just plug and play, so it comes with all your harnesses already. So it comes with the camera harnesses, it comes with your auto on and off harnesses, I believe. Then this box here, on some video that I looked at actually to see how to install one of these, this is like for your 360 camera, so this should be plug and play for all these harnesses. It's a lot of wiring, but like I said, it's mainly just plug and play on here. Let's see this. Oh damn, it's big. Okay, damn, got a big screen, and with a make sure there's nothing else in here. You see, there is nothing else. I'll move this out the way. Okay, so here we got this screen. Damn, the thing is big. It's like the size of an iPad. It's like, well, my hand's pretty big regardless for reference, but it's big. It's bigger than my hand. My screen right now could probably cover it up with my hand, the one I currently have in the truck, so it is a big difference. It even comes with a little wipe too, if you want to wipe it down. Oh yeah, this is massive. This is pretty. It has a nice weight to it too. So one thing I did want to show you guys on here on this radio before I go to the truck is, look at this. This has the placement here for the factory button. So because on my truck you have the emergency lights, you have the auto on and off switch, you have traction control, and then you have, I actually forgot what this other button is, but we'll see once we're not run the truck. But yeah, it should be a plug and play install, so the hardest part should be uninstalling the old radio, but we'll see right now once we get to the truck. But as far as everything, with your harnesses, comes with mics and your antenna adapters, so you don't have to splice anything on the truck. It's pretty much you just connect and go from there. All right, see you guys at the truck. Okay guys, here is my current radio. This is a smaller screen. I believe it's about it should be like around a 9-inch screen maybe. But here's my, okay, this button here is for my front camera, so when I'm off-roading, that actually comes in really handy with my front view camera. Actually one of the things I use a lot, even when parking, just because I could get a lot closer to the things. But one thing I forgot to check it out right now and let you guys know, but since my truck has all the features, I'm not sure how this is going to work here. I think maybe the radio just comes up to here, but we'll see right now. Okay, going back to the buttons, I checked the new one out. It does not have the heating and cooling button on the actual buttons on the radio here. But according to the instruction manual, it says it does have the features on the screen. So I'll let you guys know right now how that is affected when installing in a fully loaded truck. So because these aren't, not all the trucks have this. So this is an additional feature. So hopefully we're able to maintain that, because I do use the cooling seat a lot, especially when it's hot out in the summer. But all right, let's install it and we'll go from there. Okay, so first thing I want to do is, pry up on this little panel here. I used the flathead just because it was a little tight on there. I guess maybe just these clips are on there. There's just a little speaker in here, so I'm gonna pop this up. So there with the panel, you're gonna have 2 of these little T20 screws right here. So I think they're T20s, but they're not. Just one of those star bits, and pop them out. There's a little bit of sound on the speaker, so we'll go check that out. And then it looks like just these 2 on here. So I'm gonna see if maybe we could just get away with popping these 2 off, and then maybe leave the speaker in there. But if not, I'll let you guys know as well. I want to once you remove these 2 screws, I kind of want to step forward, and I kind of just lifted on here a little bit, and this just popped off. So it pops off pretty easily. So I mean, you don't have to disconnect that speaker. Actually, you can just leave it on there. Then you just move this sideways, and then you get access to these next 2 screws right here. These are both 7mm, and the ones back there are also a 7mm screw. So once you pop these out, we'll see what else is under here. And then once you pop these, supposedly there's only 3 screws on here for this, and then there should be another 2 screws on top of here for this bottom section. And then you have all the wire harnesses that we'll have to go through. But I mean, I think everything just plugs in one way, so it won't be too bad. So when you're looking to see what to do, but let's take those 2 off, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm gonna try my best recording here from this angle, just because some people might get a little scared to pop this off. So pretty much all you're gonna do is, once you remove these two screws, you are going to push forward and start popping the clips off on both sides. And then as you can see, the whole thing kind of just wants to come forward. And then you gotta be a little careful because you don't want to break on the clips, but it should just pop out like so. And from here, you're gonna start unplugging the wire harnesses. So here's a closer up. So these are the clips that go into the thing there. As you can see, the screen as of right now is there, and so you're gonna start unplugging all these wiring harnesses back here. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's nothing more than explain to how to unplug them, but pretty much just push the pin in and pull them out. Okay, so I mean, there isn't really that much to explain here. We unplugged all our harnesses, pretty easy. There's two on the bottom for the climate control, and then we got these here for the emergency lights, the front camera, and there's such. So the next thing we're gonna do is remove this screen here to clear out this room. So that's what we're gonna do next, and then we're also gonna remove this one, and then we also have to unplug some plugs in the back. So let's go and do it. Okay guys, so I have removed the screen and the bottom system as well. So far everything's been very easy to get to this point. Since I started, it's probably been honestly 10 minutes, and putting everything back, I'm hoping it's another 10 minutes. So I'm gonna set up the harnesses, and then I'll let you guys know if there's any complications or if it's pretty much just simple plug and play. But maybe I'll do a time lapse of me putting everything back together. We'll see, because my tripod isn't the best, but we'll try to give you guys a good angle. Okay, so I did have to remove this little square on here. This is for the adapter for my 360 cam on here. So let's plug this into here. Should just snap, and there it is. So this is for your 360 camera. It comes with this little converter here, so you still got that feature on here. So it's good to have. Okay, so I plugged everything into the harnesses that I just plugged into here first. Obviously, got my camera adapter in here as well. This is very important because if you do got 360 camera, this converts the signals so it can display right on the radio. I recommend plugging everything in under here so it doesn't get in the way of on here, because it is a lot bigger on the top than it is on the bottom. So you have room for the cables to push back. You should have at the end two plugs that are going to plug into for your climate control. So there's this one here and this one. These two are the plugs for your climate control that plug into the stereo directly. And then the rest plugs into the stereo. Yeah, let's plug everything into the back of here. And according to them, they recommend using their GPS antennas and their radio signals. So that's what I'm gonna do. And then this here, you're gonna plug in your camera into one of these, and you also need to plug in your mic, because I guess their mics aren't compatible yet with the truck, but it's not a big deal. It comes with the mic. So I'll maybe just pop it up maybe somewhere in here in the van, so it's like here in the corner, just so it's just here in the corner, so it's not in the way. And yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, another thing to keep in mind, guys, is that when you're putting back these buttons, they're not going to go back the same. My emergency lights and my auto on and off were in the middle, and I thought all the buttons look the same, but they do not all fit in the same hole. So this one stayed the same. These two ended up switching, which is fine, but just something to keep it out that I tried fitting them in where they came. So when you're plugging everything back in, just know that you're going to have to remember to make sure what goes where. Also, you're going to have to pop off the clips from the old one onto here, so just know that. Okay, so once you get here, you pretty much plug everything back in, and you're gonna plug in those two wire harnesses right there to the USB. I can't do it while filming, so I'm gonna put it in. Then it doesn't use any screws to back in, it just pops in with the clips. And also don't forget to plug in your 3 plugs up there, obviously, because the wires aren't long enough. Okay, so I put the stereo back in. Just, you gotta make sure when you're doing it to be careful with all the wires that are going in. It's a little tight back there. I ended up putting the mic down here just because, I mean, I want to run it all the way up there, and it doesn't really bother me there, so that's why I did that. So our next thing is power it up, make sure we plug everything in right, and we'll go from there. But it already looks so much louder. Here's the first startup. Yeah, let's see, we did plug everything in right. Looks like we got a Ford Ranger, and then we got Linkswell.